Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So today was a pretty good day as well, and I'm gonna go over it. So today we basically, I'm gonna show you in the 30-minute context first so you get it. So we did open lower, right? So we closed this inverse cup right here. So we really had to see if we were gonna reject this pink right here, right? Or use it as support. And in this case, we did use it as support, and we followed up with this orange algo right up top, right? That's a 30-minute, right? So to notice that the 30-minute, the pink is being used as support, we look at the 1 minute, right? So over here, we complete this cup, right? Right, handle, then retest of green right here, right? So whenever we're headed up like this, we'll always retest green, right? Um, to grab the liquidity from here, right? And use the pass resistance as support, right? So that's a little bit of price action mixed with algos, right? So you could have entered at the break of purple right here, right? Right? So you could have entered the break of purple. You have to manage the trade within the yellow, right? If it broke yellow or not, you'd have to check, right? Or you'd have to manage, right? And then this was a pretty another good entry off of purple, right? And then we met with the stronger green algo, right? Which brought us up um, and basically closed the cup on the 30-minute right here, right? Right? Oh, shoot. Just, right? So we close the cup right here, right? So we have to look for the next thing, right? So after we close the cup, we do expect some sort of retracement, right? And so we had this orange algo, right? Because you can take the trade both ways, right? Even if we're in a bullish structure, there is, especially after a cup, right? If you notice, there's some algos, right? Like this orange, right? You could have easily taken this, right, off of orange and then brought it down all the way in the red, right? Um, then you notice this teal right here, right? If we were gonna head down, right, we would have broke teal right here, right? But we didn't. So then we had this purple as well, right? If you wanted to, you could have entered the trade off of here, right? Purple. Um, then we lacked that buying continuation of this teal, right? So then we'd have to wait for the bigger structure, right? Because it's gonna be pretty choppy. Whenever we reject, right? It's gonna be choppy or we head down, like I told you guys yesterday, right? So we should have waited for to break teal, right? Right? Or we should have waited to close the cup, right? So we didn't necessarily close the cup here, right? We closed the cup around right here, right? Right? So this one, it was, you just had to notice, like, let me show you guys. So whenever you have this, right, it is a valid structure, but then you see how we broke down below green, right? And then we started rejecting green, right? So that was the bearish sign, right? Um, so there was that just says there's some heavy resistance up here, right? So you just have to wait. And if we were headed back up, right, we would have, if the market needed to build liquidity, we would have had a inverse head and shoulder or a cup and then a handle right here, right? So then after the rejection, right, up here, right, you'd have to notice for the yellow algo, right, we were in this yellow basically the whole day, right? So you'd also have to notice this purple, right, risk to reward, manage that well. So that's why you couldn't really enter right here when the risk is right here. Purple is strong support right there, right? So the market wanted to build more liquidity, then the double top, right, and then you could take it at the break of yellow right here all the way down with the red algo right here, right? So now you just have to wait again. I'm out because it is a Friday and I don't like trading close to close, right? Um, and so you just want to wait for this break, right? And then the break of teal right here, right? You want to wait for a better liquidity grab, right, off of yellow with the microstructure. And if you don't get that microstructure, right, You just wait till it breaks down on teal, then do the teal. And 5 days right here, so it's gonna be support here, so you have to trade accordingly. But yeah, so on Monday, if we are headed back up, right, we're gonna do exactly what we are supposed to. We're gonna write that right there, and then grab the liquidity off of here. Then we're gonna also be guided up by the orange algo, right? So look out for that. But if we are headed down, right, we're gonna close this inverse cup again, right, at 5 day, right? Then we're gonna have a microstructure off of 5 day and use the 5 day as resistance. So tomorrow on Monday, hopefully 5 day comes at the 533 level and we bounce off the 5 day as a resistance if we're headed down. And then and then close this big cup that we've been looking at for like the whole basically since Wednesday, right? Inverse cup. But yeah, that's if we're headed down. But yeah, trade accordingly, wait for the bigger structure, wait for there's always opportunities to take a trade. Don't rush the trade, right? Even if you didn't catch this move up, right, you could have caught the move down, right, after the cup close right here, right? So there's always opportunity, okay? Then you have to realize the lack of buying continuation on teal, right? When there's lack of buying or selling, it's just best to just wait it out for the big structure, right? And it will pay off, right? And yeah, when you notice this lack of selling, buying, you don't really want to mess with that, right? You wait for a bigger structure. Then obviously if we're headed down, you wait for the break, and you wait for good risk to reward, right? So this drop right here was perfect, easy entry all the way down. And for this inverse cup close, we're waiting for the handle, if there's a handle, right? But yeah, guys, alright guys, have a great rest of the weekend. If you have any questions, let me know. As always, have a great rest of the day. It's been your boy. Bye.